At the end of 2023, I travelled north into Mpumalanga to stay at the Kromklip resort for a few months. Kromklip means crooked stone in Afrikaans, and the resort is set out on a farm about 16 kilometers from the small town of Lydenburg. I spent December of 2023 and January and some of February 2024 here, and found it to be a beautiful hilly region with very nice weather about 3 hours drive east of Johannesburg. I was expecting it to be very hot in summer, good hot African weather, but it wasn't. The days were nice and warm, and the nights were cool and perfect for sleeping. I was quoted 2,300 Rand per month, including electricity and water, over the Christmas period, which is an absolute steal, so I booked in for 2 months in December and January. This is a summer rainfall region, and on most afternoons it would cloud over and dramatic bursts of thunder and lightning would pass overhead, sometimes accompanied by a downpour and sometimes just a few drops of rain. After half an hour, the whole dramatic event would pass and everything would be lovely again. The resort has a large swimming pool which forms the focus for a lot of fun for people of all ages. There are plenty of barbecue areas, and it's a great place for families to get together. There's a little shop that provides the things that campers need, and there's a bar to get whatever you want in the drinks line. The people who come to Kromklip are mainly Afrikaans people. Over Christmas there was a disco at the pool that played mostly Afrikaans music from 9:30 in the morning until about 4 in the afternoon. I like the quiet and the birds singing in the trees, so to be bombarded with the boom 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 that seems to be fancied by the masses these days took a bit of getting used to. But it was okay, and there are a lot of day visitors here over the holidays and weekends, and it creates an atmosphere of fun that I enjoyed in the main. There's also a dam at the resort which is stocked with carp and barbel. Barbel is a type of catfish. It's a great place to fish and to relax, with birds all over the place and very pretty surrounds. The caravan section of the resort is lovely. I set up my rig next to a small dam on a grassy area which had one of the loveliest feels that I've ever experienced at a caravan park. When I woke up in the morning, at somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30, the birds were twittering and the cows on the surrounding farm were mooing. The air was fresh and clean, and the place had a beautiful country feel. The resort is in the middle of a farm, and almost every day I used to go for a walk with a friend and his dog, or cycle on my bike for half an hour to an hour. I haven't seen this part of South Africa before. It's more like the Africa that one sees in the movies, and I liked it a lot. There are some great walks to enjoy at Kromklip. We used to go all the way around to the gate, down the dirt road and past the pecan trees that you can see in a line. There are plenty of other trails and walks on the farm or around the area. Some are short and some are longer. It's a great way to keep fit and to keep one's weight down. I saw kudu and warthogs and monkeys and other animals on my walks. I took this shot just outside my caravan and regularly saw little deer, which are quite used to people, strolling through the resort. There are electricity and water points fairly close to each caravan stand. The electricity points have caravan plugs and also normal 3-pin plug connections, which is terribly intelligent and should be a standard at all caravan parks. Often campers only have a normal household plug and they don't have a caravan plug, and they're left high and dry with no electricity. The water at the resort is drinkable. It is borehole water and it is very hard. After 3 or 4 boils in the kettle, I could see quite thick deposits left on the glass. So I filtered my drinking water through my 8-part water filter, which is a very useful item to have. Each stand is large with plenty of space for your stuff. If you like these videos, please leave a little comment in the comments section below. This helps to promote the channel and will make it start to earn a bit more money to make it worth making these videos. I earn about 300 Rand a month now, which is about $16 a month. Very, very little. And have over 85 videos on the channel. This paltry payment certainly doesn't warrant all the work that goes into making each video, so you can help by placing a comment and also by sending a link to the video to your friends and family. The more each video is watched, the more YouTube promotes it. One huge irritation here was the continuous cutting out of electricity. It happened regularly and without warning. I'm not talking about load shedding. Load shedding also happened for 6 to 10 hours each day. I'm talking about electricity failures in the region. The local municipality is completely clueless. The roads in the town and the surrounding area are in terrible condition and very little is done to fix them. The electricity system is also just about finished and fails regularly. The people running the municipality are useless and pretty much unable to do the job, and everyone is suffering. Internet and cell phone reception here is very good sometimes and non-existent at others. I feel very sorry for the resort owners. They're up against some enormously stupid people who work at the municipality. This resort has a generator which they use to run occasionally when the mains power failed, but diesel for the generator is very expensive, so it only ran occasionally, usually in the evening at around supper time. At other times the resort was without any power at all for long periods. I have my battery and inverter, and so I wasn't affected at all. This is something everybody who decides to live this life should do. Install a battery, an inverter, and charge the battery when the mains power is working. You don't need solar panels. They're just more expensive and something else to break and to lug around whenever you move. If there's electricity available at the caravan park, which is included in the price, just use that to charge your battery. You don't need solar panels. When the power goes out, I can run my lights, computer and monitor, DSTV, and most other things on the battery for 6 to 8 hours. See my video on installing my solar system for all the details. The ablution sections on our side of the park were very nice. They're located in little old-fashioned stone buildings. Each ablution had a toilet and shower and a basin, so it felt more private than the row of showers and the row of loos placed next to each other that you generally find in caravan parks. Once you lock the door, you have all the facilities to yourself. I don't want to hear other people's noises when I'm in the restroom. Getting into town is a case of negotiating some very bad roads, but I managed okay in the BMW. Once in town, I would recommend shopping at Checkers. It's by far the best in the town for buying your food. They have excellent fresh fruit and vegetables, and the staff and store atmosphere is far superior to anything else in Lydenburg. I found a decent mechanic and a decent doctor and a decent dentist here, and people are generally very nice. It's the kind of place that I could quite easily have settled in. I was happy here, and so was the cat. I could see that she was having a good time, tail up and sparkling eyes, as she went about her day. But I wanted to see the next place, and so, after 2.5 months here, I moved off to the little town of Sabi, about 50 kilometers away, for the new adventure. A lot of the weekend campers here give this place a very high rating of between 8 and 9 out of 10. They loved it. Some of the long-term people didn't like it so much. They said between 5 and 6, and others gave it a higher rating. If it had solar power and we were able to have electricity all day, I would give Kromklip a rating of 8 out of 10. I had a lovely time here. The price is very good and the surrounding countryside is lovely. But as it stands now, with the power failing every few hours and the backup generator system also failing for various reasons at critical times, my rating for Kromklip is a 6 out of 10. I hope that the owners put in a solar system at Kromklip. It will save them 3 million Rand over 5 years and will improve their offering enormously. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and send the link to your friends and family, and most importantly, enjoy life and have a beautiful day.